thespian. Well, even if you haven't, you must know there are lots and lots of amateur theatrical groups locally, but the Wortham Redgrave Theatre Group, WART for short, of all things, they're unusual in that their latest production they've written themselves. It's called Cindy by Moonlight, and it's begun a short run in the Village Hall. The proceeds of the premiere are going to a local charity. Vince Rogers has been along to meet the author, Frank Sheehan, in the caravan that served as a dressing room, and asked him what sort of play is Cindy by Moonlight.
It's a whodunit in a way, but it's also got a lot of psychological undertones and a little touch of the supernatural to go with it.
It's a sort of murder mystery then, isn't it?
Yes, there is a murder. There is a murder that takes place during the play, but it's also echoing the past as well, a murder that occurred earlier.
Why do you involve yourself in amateur dramatics?
Well, that's something I often ask myself, particularly when I'm sitting here in the caravan just before curtain up. But no, I think it's you get a lot of fun actually. You get more fun, I feel, really, from the rehearsals, but it's great when you actually get out there in front of a live audience and people pay to come and see you and hopefully enjoy it, and that gives you a great kick if they do.
With me now is Dick Powell. Tell me about the part you play, Dick.
Ah, well, I have the fortune or misfortune to be the police inspector who is attempting to solve the nasty crimes.
Do you solve the crime at the end? Or you're not going to say?
Yes, I think we will let that remain a mystery at the moment.
I was just admiring your makeup, actually. You look quite impressive now that you've put on your mascara and powdered your nose.
Well, thank you for the compliment. I am learning. We did have a quick crash course the other night in one of the cast houses. Walking back across the green was a little embarrassing.
Sue Heeser, can you tell me about your part in the play?
Well, I play the part of Jessica, who is, yes, a very right-wing lady, who has very strong views and seems to be rather a bossy type, really.
When are you due on?
After the first scene, I come on when we have, just after the dinner party, when we're chatting, having drinks after dinner.
Do you know all of your lines?
I jolly well hope so at this point.
Have you got a touch of the butterflies?
Not butterflies, kangaroos.
Well, the best thing for me to say to you then is break a leg.
Oh, thanks very much. Right.
What do you see here? I just passed through the door. She had steam coming out of her ears.
Oh, I'm afraid that was my fault. I rather upset her. I'm Detective Inspector Rose, Crown CID. And you?
Jessica Peachtree. I'm Michael and Cindy's neighbour. Oh, I think I better come round and see what Cindy is. Well, it was your idea I dressed up like this. Gosh, I must take this off. I'm absolutely boiling.
Could you tell me where you were between, say, 5:30 and 6:30 p.m. last evening?
Oh, easy. I'm at home.
Curious. Mr. Lawrenson tells me that you were out.
Then Mr. Lawrenson is wrong. I didn't go out until 8 o'clock.
Well then, Frank, you just had the curtain call and it's all over. How do you think it went?
I was very pleased with it, actually. I think they all did very well, and I think we only had one prompt all night, so I'm well pleased.
Who was that? Wasn't you, was it?
No, I'm not saying.
Now here is Wendy Matthews. Not only did you play one of the main characters, but you also directed the play.
Well, not exactly a main character, just one of the characters, but yes, along with Frank Sheehan, who was the producer, I've been directing this time.
Was it difficult to direct the play? Because after all, it is only a village hall and a very small stage.
Yes, there are a lot of problems backstage, which I hope the audience don't become aware of, and that's thanks to all the professionalism of the people backstage, you know.
Were there no problems at all then backstage?
If there were, they covered up for them. They were amazing.
Cindy by Moonlight, and that's running nightly at 7:30 at the Wortham Redgrave Village Hall. Admission is £1.50, and that production's been accepted for presentation at the Bury St Edmunds Theatre Royal next April. So it's going royal. I wonder if they'll be able to say by royal appointment.